hand by YurickYu that is missing some resources, so expecting to see that go back for a redraw.
All right, welcome to round 3. We've got YurickYu at the bottom of your screen on Felon Midrange. johnkkez up at the top on Huru Soldiers. YurickYu going to take a redraw and keep 5-5-7-3. On the other side of things, johnkkez, 2 power, Daroli, Dovid, Manacles, Jada Peacekeeper, Tara Everloyal. Seems like a very good keeper, along with 2 paintings in hand as well. So perfect influence, perfect curve. We'll see if johnkkez can carry this to victory, because that's about as good of a Huru Soldier start as you can get.
It sounds like a really good hand on John's side, and a relatively slow hand on YurickYu's side, albeit much better than first hand.
Let's see if johnkkez can keep the fortune in his favor. Hitting Dovid here, hitting a Valise off the top. So fortune staying on John's side. 1 drop, 2 drop, Valise in hand. YurickYu, like you said, slow hand. Nothing wrong with the Wisdom of the Elders, but a little bit slow. John's going to add Argo Ironthorn to the mix here. The only thing John needs now is needs some power. Unfortunately, that third one came in depleted, so going to miss the 3-drop slot and no other power in hand. So next turn got the choice of Tara, Manacles, Jada Peacekeeper, and then some powerful top end in Valise and Argo.
Yeah, they still have some time here, John, even though they kind of stumbled a bit by that depleted power. YurickYu still making card advantage plays and not really developing the board. So,
oof, and look at this one. johnkkez top decking a Primal Sigil, which allows them to hit a Valise, loot, and hit for a lot of damage. That's going to put YurickYu down to 10 already. And if johnkkez pulls it off again, they've got an Argo Ironthorn sitting in hand, which would end the game here.
That's and it must feel bad playing this Oziel, because you know that it's so fragile. A Manacles, a Permafrost, a lot of different things would get it done here for John.
YurickYu going to transform their own relic into a 4/1 sellsword. Unfortunately, they even had the Manacles in hand. I forgot about that. Unfortunately for YurickYu, the 4/1 can't block anyway. This Manacles going to take out the blockers, and johnkkez going to hit. Turn 5, win there. That was about as quick as you can go there. johnkkez taking that one.
John choosing to win and loot instead of just win at the final impact. So getting as much value as he possibly can.
Now, Huru Soldiers hasn't necessarily put up great results in this expedition so far, but man, that looked really good there. Tell you what.
Definitely. When the opposing player's first play is Wisdom of the Elders, and you're on the play, you must feel good as the soldier player.
Absolutely. All right, game 2 here. johnkkez taking game number 1. John's hand is Power, Janitor Dovid, first and second copy. Permafrost, Jada, Manacle. Seems like another keep for John. YurickYu going to slam this keep as well. Much cheaper this time for YurickYu. That looks like a more interactive hand.
Much more interactive hand. And you said 2 power plus Janitor Dovid. Is that power?
Yes, including a painting. Yep. So yes. they will be able to hit that on turn 2. But yeah, YurickYu has the options here. They do have the Permafrost, the Grenihen, the Defiles. So YurickYu is going to have the answers this game. We'll see if John's going to be able to draw out of it, or if YurickYu is going to be able to use that removal to transition into that middle and late part of the game where they can take over. But we're going to see Janitor Dovid hit first. What's the Janitor got for us? Going to draw a Valise off the top. So 4/4 for 2 plus a Valise. Not bad.
Very good draw there. Yes.
But Defile's going to take care of the Janitor, leaving the trash behind. And that might be relevant so early in the game. Those 2/1s might actually be relevant here.
YurickYu immediately choosing to Defile, not wanting to run into things like Argo's technique. So these 2/1s great on the one hand, but then it makes us reconsider when we want to play this cover storm.
Yeah, cover from the storm, yeah. Grenihen also going to draw Elixir. So YurickYu says, I see your Dovid. I'm going to raise you a Grenihen, drawing an Elixir here. Valise going to be played out for johnkkez, but cannot trigger the tandem ability right now.
Not quite yet. A Lay Siege, anything that comes up from John's side still has the potential of kind of bringing the 4/5 back into the game. but we see that YurickYu here really is getting time to develop their power and their bigger units, and it's really going to start putting a strain on John. It almost feels like they're really going to need an Argo in order to win this game.
All right, Dovid going to play again, and that's going to draw an Amplify Power. That was such a as if Generator Dovid need more of a boost. Getting Amplify on power helps get more hits in the deck. Now, notably for YurickYu, hasn't missed a power drop yet and has a Vara's Favor in hand, but so YurickYu has had to work for this power. It's not like they've had 4 sigils in hand. They've had to go find those and draw those and get them off of other spells, and we're going to see it here. YurickYu is going to have to play out the Vara's Favor this turn in order to get a 5th power. Instead, they're going to go Torgov, so they're going to miss their 5th power drop and go Torgov instead.
They're hoping that there is no answer to Torgov, so that they are able to profitably block.
Unfortunately, there is.
Yeah, this Argo is going to do work, and unfortunately, this Cover in the Storm, it really is not doing that much to these 4/4s. It would be able to kill this Argo, but I think that would be lethal anyway at the end of it.
Yeah.
So
I can't do a good Ron Howard Arrested Development voice, but that's where Ron Howard would come in and say they did have an answer.
They did have an answer.
Another copy of Grenahen here. It's going to pick up a Vine Grafter for YurickYu. It's not a bad blocker. A Grenahen into a Vine Grafter is something. Now, the Valise is going to give these units Overwhelm. And look at that. Manacles is going to be able to stun the 2 units. So yeah. johnkkez doesn't like blocking. Doesn't like when people block against him. And going to end this one in a fury of attacks with a couple pair of soldiers and a pair of janitors.